Hello, welcome back to another episode of Hardcore Minecraft. It is currently episode 9. As you can see, we are in the nether. Finally, we're back in the nether. I've spent way too much time not being here. As you can see, around me, there are a bunch of pressure plates on the ground. And you go, well, Sparky, what are you doing here? I have blocks turned off. That's why you can't hear me click, 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 click around them. But let's actually go over here. No, here. I'm a little disoriented if you can't tell. But, I have to place slabs here too. Pressure plates. I keep calling them slabs. I've called them pressure plates, slabs a million times. Get out of here. I actually have to slab this plate. Pressure plate this place up too. I think I'm going to craft like 5 or 6 shulker boxes of pressure plates just to have them on hand. But you might go, Sparky, why are we in the nether? Well, I've promised something. It is day 1167, and you can see this ladder, and ooh, baby, we've broken through the bedrock ceiling. And if I go over here, you can see an enderman wandering off in the waste. You can see 2 endermen. He has a friend. There's 3 endermen. They're a trio. How awesome. 4. They're quads. 5. It's a quintuple family. But if you can see this, I've built a gold farm. Now, I actually built this today, like 5-6 hours ago, roughly. And let's go through it just to show you the little bits and pieces, bits and bobs. So this is a 6-layer magma block farm with some floating turtle eggs that defy physics, but we don't talk about Minecraft logic because Minecraft logic can't be compared to real life. We all know these things and we all accept them. This game is wonderful. All right, so back into it. You see there's a bunch of zombie piglins, zombified piglins down there, and they've all been attracted. They all fall down. Some of them land on here, which is why you can see these little piston heads. But if I head down there, which you will see in one moment, there are more piglins. I have to spawn proof that. And I need a piece of glass. Not finished, I promise. It'll get fixed up soon. Hey buddy, I see you stealing the blocks. Don't do that. It's rude. Don't you know that thievery is wrong? But I have my trusty little Smite 5 Sweeping Edge 3 sword, and you're about to hear the best thing in the world. I get real close, and oh, it's wonderful. It's phenomenal. So you go, but the items aren't doing anything. You can see some hopper minecarts shoved into blocks here on top of some hoppers. And if I go like this, ooh, the rain of them, it's wonderful. So I actually did all this redstone myself. I did not look up a tutorial. I didn't follow anything, so I can't give you any links in the description, unfortunately. But if you do want a good gold farm to follow, I highly recommend Nembomb. His gold farm is wonderful. I do need to place some good old-fashioned slabs on top. Actual slabs, not pressure plates. But it's working. As you can see here, is doing the job. And if I do that, I kill them all instantly. All the items fall down here. And then they get like shuffled into a corner and sent off. And I'll show you real quick what happens here in case you guys are actually curious. So I flick that lever. This turns on this little dispenser array. It also turns on these piston pushers down there or up there. It also turns on these piston pushers as well as that piston pusher. I put it all in one lever, make it easy. I don't have to flick a bunch of buttons. The only thing that's on a continuous cycle is this, which is the slime block pusher here, because I didn't know how to make that not be on its own cycle, which I made it continuous. So it pushes the items fall down into this space here, and that dropper is just there as a non-movable block. It pushes them across. There's a piece of string right in front of this observer's face. You can kind of see it next to my butt. Sorry. And then this triggers this, which powers this piston, sending the items over. Everything I don't want to be collected is burned in the fire. And the rest of the items are collected right here. It's wonderful. Now, I haven't been running this thing very often at all, as a matter of fact, because, you know, it's pretty inefficient. As you can see, there's not a lot. But just from the few little bit of swings I've done, we've gotten a good amount of gold nuggets. And you go, what are you going to use the gold for? Piglin bartering farm? No. Well, yes, I am going to use it for a piglin bartering farm, but not entirely. I will be using these blocks as building blocks, because I think I can use gold and yellows as an accent piece in the build, in the mega base, which is going to be wonderful. But I have a lot of pressure plates to place down. So I've already crafted every last block of iron into a pressure plate, a heavy weighted pressure plate. And as you can see, I have literally no iron left. I'm out. I'm clean out, fresh out of iron, which is fine. I mean, we have that amazing iron farm designed by Tango Tech, by the way. And we can use that and get some amazing iron in a matter of seconds. Now I've crafted all my iron. Yes, all of it. All of it has been crafted. I hope. Yeah, all of it's been crafted. So now I have to just go through and place all these pressure plates down. And when I get to that point, I'll place all my pressure plates down, and then I'll turn around and I'll run out of pressure plates. And then I'm like, oh no, I have to craft more pressure plates. So we'll switch over to stone, which we have a buttload of. We have way too much stone. So it's going to be nice to be able to use all of it in spawn proofing an area. But as you can see, this is our little entrance and exit into the nether. And the issue with 1.19 that I found is I don't have mini HUD. So I'm struggling. The despawn sphere is not available for me, so it's going to be a lot more blocks to place just to ensure that I got everything. So that's why it's a square instead of a sphere. But I have actually booted up a 1.18.2 version of this world. I actually just copied it and downgraded it, which is not supported. Do not recommend doing it. And went in on a 1.18.2 save, and with all the mods that I had in the previous update, including mini HUD, which is working there, scheduled in a despawn sphere and took screenshots in spectator mode of this corner, that corner, that corner, and that corner. So I have a rough estimate of where I need to actually place some pressure plates. So I'm going to get on that and continue on until I can no longer place any more pressure plates. And in that case, we need to go craft. But I'm going to be going up top and just doing a little efficiency test, if you know what I mean. I'm just going to fly up there and be like, oh, I wonder if I can, stop now. I can just say, this is good enough. But I doubt it. Placing pressure plates. I'm placing my pressure plates. I am not even close to done. I have so much to place. And I don't think I'm going to actually... we're out. Well, perfect time as any. Look at all the progress. Not a lot. It doesn't look like a lot, and I will admit that. But it's another like 18 or 27 stacks from, yeah, it's not a lot. This is going to be a massive undertaking, and I've had to worry about ghasts, which good source of gunpowder if we needed it, which we don't. But I think it's time that we do a little test. We see how efficient this farm is now. I think I'm going to break a piece of bedrock right here. Probably in my best interest to do so. So we have this piece right here. Blam! You like that jump cut? Huh? 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 I think it was pretty good. We're right next to it now. Big success. Great success. I'm very happy now. We have 2 spaces. In case you're wondering how I break the bedrock, I'll just break one over here. Why not? I'll show you guys a little demonstration for me. So in case you're curious on how you do it, it doesn't even matter. I'm just going to choose a random block. Yeah, I'm just going to choose a random block. Why not? You know? So you do this setup, right? And you place your trap door here. And it's very important that you do keybind. You don't have to set it to this key. I just find it easy to click it. So you have to set your right click. So instead of, because when you right click on your right mouse button, it just you click once. But when you do it on, you press R and you press a key and you hold it, it does that. So it does it very quickly. So it's easier for you to do this. You could also just do a hotkey, an auto hotkey, but you go like this, you go like this, and you go to the corner and you hold down your key, and it didn't work. It didn't work. Scratch that. Try again. And there you go. You see how it's placed the same orientation? So these TNT blow up. It blows up the piston. And bedrock broken. This was not a good spot to break it, but we're just gonna ignore that for now and forget it. I just wanted to give you guys a little explanation of how it works. Just in case you're wondering, that's how I do it. There are plenty other ways. Oh, I just realized we have it set to R. Let me change that back real quick. Bop. All right. But now we have a hidden hole over here that we're never going to look at. Don't ever look at it. And I won't tell anyone. If you don't watch the YouTube video, you won't know it's there. You guys are watching it, so it's okay. I've placed like 3 shulker boxes worth of slabs, and I've yet to see any good results. But, blam. Oh, how satisfying is that? Just watching it all go. And then when I want them, I can just come over here and get a full bit of XP, and it's actually refilling pretty nice. It's not bad. I'm actually not too upset about that. And then you can see the items are getting pushed along, and some of them are going in the fire, but for the most part, we're getting our gold, baby. That's all we need from this, because yeah, piglin bartering and building blocks. Alrighty. I noticed, I was looking back at the recordings that I had just done, and I realized that the bit rate was pretty low. I went ahead and I switched to profile so it was different for recording, and then it reset my settings. So I just increased the bit rate a little bit. But as you can see, we've done a lot more placing of slabs. I've placed 3 shulker boxes and a little bit of stone pressure plates. I say slabs. All right, we're gonna do a counter how many times I say slabs in this episode, because I keep saying slabs instead of pressure plates. But I'm sure that'll be fine. I'm sure it's only at like 15. It's okay. But yeah, we are pretty good. We're doing good progress. This is actually working out better than I thought. I thought it was gonna be pretty bad. Let's check out the rates of this farm. Let's fly up. Let's do a little fly up. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. It's coming great. Oh, my goodness. And we didn't make it. Okay. Take number 2. Ah. And... oh. That's wonderful. Look at that. And we can just flip this up. It's not filling in as good as I would like it to. Obviously, we do need to do more placing of slabs. But eventually, this is going to get to a point where we stand right here. This is where I set my despawn sphere. And we get to this point right here. And And this thing will be so fast that we won't be able to keep up. It's quite great. No worries for me. And one of these days I will kill those Endermen. And bada bang. Ooh, baby. Alrighty, as you can see, we are in a creative version of this hardcore series. This is I'm not kidding you, file for file identical to the other world. I accidentally deleted the other world completely, or deleted the one I actually worked in this world with. So I actually had to recopy it and repaste it just to prove that it is in fact a different one, as you can see. So here is the initial hardcore version. And then this one, I named it downgrade to 1.18.2 because it does corrupt your world if you downgrade. So I don't recommend you ever do it, obviously. And when you load in, you can see I've cleared my inventory because I don't need anything in here. And we are at this space. So you can see the despawn sphere that I'm working with here. And where's that hole that I made? There it is. I gotta head down here. And so everything in here, including up to here, we need to make spawn proof. So as you can see, I've done a pretty decent job. I've missed a couple spots here and there where I need to actually spawn. I've also overplaced everywhere because I'm not, doing it accurately. I think I'm going to go through and take actual screenshots of spaces that I missed close up instead of the 4 quadrants that I took screenshots of. I just did this and then logged out. So I need to actually go ahead and take some screenshots and make sure that I actually get every single nook and cranny, which is going to take a long time to do, unfortunately, but it is what it is. There's not much I can do about it other than just work on it. But it's good to know that I actually covered everything over here and actually did way more than I needed to, which is fine. I'm not worried about it. And then I needed to cover this side, and yeah, I'll just save you the boredom of seeing this. I just thought it would be cool so I can actually show it to you. Here we are back in the regular world, just to prove that it is different. Once again, I don't enjoy creating copies of hardcore worlds, unfortunately. I genuinely do not enjoy it, but it's something that I have to do, unfortunately. Until Mini HUD is actually updated, I will be doing that on a semi-regular basis. It depends on how often we're going to need to use the Mini HUD mod. I think that's probably good. But yeah, I'm going to continue placing these slabs. Slabs. No, pressure plates. Jesus, get it together, man. It's late. It's almost midnight. So I'm going to just place this and then call it a night. All right. Another 7 shulker boxes of stone pressure plates placed. That's a tongue twister. And it doesn't look like much, to be honest. It really, really doesn't. 7 shulker boxes worth is quite a bit. It's 14 double chests worth of stone. So I placed all the way up to here. I think this is the line, I hope. And I see these Endermen, and they are going to definitely mess up the placement. But as you can see throughout here, this is all pressure plated up. And then if I go over here, started placing underneath and trying to I have to get all of this. This all needs to be covered from like there to around here. Roughly, it's not exact, but it is close. But I think now we should go and test out the farm. And luckily now I have an ease of access. Broke through this bedrock over here, so I can just hop up. I also slabbed this up a little bit, but we can fly up, despawn everything, and fly back down. And we're going to kill them once and let them all respawn, see how it works. Actually, we'll do this, and then we'll get close, and we'll do that. Yeah, it's not bad. We're getting there. I do need to fix some stuff. I need to put some slabs down, some actual slabs. So this stuff is not, if I'm not here, I'm not reaching the back. So it's not that big of a deal. I can just, you know, put this here. But yeah, that's about it. We've hit the mob cap down below. So obviously this needs to be fully spawn proof before we can do something like this. And I think I'm going to end up increasing the layers, probably sooner than later. We'll probably take all these layers and maybe double it. Maybe, so this is 6 layers right now. We'll probably end up making it 12. And I might cut these corners off just to increase efficiency a little bit so they don't have to walk as far. And then I might do some pack spawning stuff and place like leaves or whatever at the very bottom. But, oh baby, how wonderful. And I can just do this and get repaired up. But yeah, it's pretty nice. Oh, we do, yeah, we definitely have to put some half slabs here because we have some guys spawning up here that we definitely don't want them to spawn. But yeah, I'm going to continuing on. I might end up switching to buttons, stone buttons, just because they are easier to gather and they're cheaper. But I think this is working pretty well, and I'm pretty happy with it. I actually might have stone bricks down here right now. So if I do, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Just make a bunch of slabs real quick, and we will fly up to the very top and pressure plate, now I'm doing pressure plate instead of slabs, and we'll literally just cover all these full blocks because I do believe that they can spawn on target blocks too. Not 100% sure, but maybe it shows. And no, it does not. It does not show whether or not they are spawn proof or spawnable. These are okay because they have a glass block there. We can just break this now. It's not the end of the world. We don't really need the scaffolding anymore. And then what about over here? There might be spawnable spaces on top of this and this. And I think we're good on spawnable spaces. Oh, let's remove this pressure plate and then do that. Why? I don't understand why this guy is spawning here. I genuinely don't understand. You know, it's probably because of the light levels. So I could probably take some, maybe I have some torches here. I do not. So maybe I take a torch or something right next to it and I just place it there so it's got a light level of 11. But there's obviously a lot of tweakage that I can do with this, so I will continue on not prettying it up, but tweaking it, and hopefully we'll get to a point where the mobs just flow in as fast as humanly possible and I can't clear them with a sword swipe. But it is working. It is pumping out. It's very, very nice. That guy's annoying, but whatever. We'll figure it out. All right. As I look around, I realize that my work is finally done. Ooh, baby. We finally completed it. And as you can see from my levels, we've gotten phenomenal efficiency. Now, we do have some Endermen that are just lurking about. You know, they're just hanging on, stealing my stuff. And I've actually looked this up. This is actually a bug. Or maybe not a bug, but a known issue within Minecraft for at least, like, since 1.16. It's been a known issue about this area where Endermen in the nether waste will pick up an item and then be unable to place it back down. And Mojang just seems to not care, unfortunately. So a lot of time has actually passed since the last clip. I was editing this video. Yes. Hello, me. I was editing this video, and I was looking at the clips and I was about to play the next clip. And turns out that my audio recording software, OBS, did not record my voice for about 45 minutes of footage. So I am here recording everything else, and I'll just, talk about what I did and skip all of it and get us up to speed. So first of all, we have Swift Sneak. Yes, that is right. We have the Swift Sneak. We did end up going to an ancient city on stream, it was a shameless little plug. Follow me on Twitch at Sparky164. I've actually solidified my stream schedule as Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and sometimes Saturday or Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to, check me out, feel free. I'm always live on those times, unless I'm not. And then if you really want to know what happened there, you should join the Discord, which will also be linked in the description. But yeah, let's continue on. So I've gone to the deep dark. I actually found Swift Sneak and summoned the Warden and ran away like a scaredy little baby because the Warden is terrifying. But I also did this. So as you can see, I have changed the shape of the farm itself. It's no longer a square. It's more of a circular shape. I just chopped the corners off, bada bing, bada boom. And then I added another 6 layers, so it is extra efficient. That is now 12 layers in a circular pattern, and it is very efficient. I've also, if you can see, begun the process. Ooh, what is this over here? A piglin, apparently. I'm going to turn down mob sounds, hostile creatures. And as you can see, we have Boomers, Ohio, Bart, Timmy, and Bob. So these are names that my viewers in Twitch or on Twitch actually came up with. I asked for suggestions and they came up with these. I came up with Bart for Barter. And then apparently we have some troublemakers here. We have a little bit of an issue. I have to go ahead and place some slabs here. And yes, I do mean slabs. They will actually be placed. You know what? We can actually just bada bing, bada boom. All right, but we do have 5 piglins, regular piglins, that we will be using for bartering, which is phenomenal. I really am happy that I have this in place. It's empty right now. I've been doing a lot of trading, a lot of bartering. So as you can see, I've actually set up, we'll get to the gold farm in a second. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about it. But I have set up all the items that I want for this area here for the bartering items that we need. And we've gotten quite a bit. These are pretty much empty. Gotten quite a bit of stuff. Like, I'm very happy with this. We also have over 9 stacks of obsidian, over 19 stacks exactly of crying, bunch of leather, bunch of nether bricks, which will be really useful for red nether brick as well as regular nether brick. We have a lot of quartz that we can use for, quartz blocks as well as observers and comparators. We got some soul sand, which I'll probably not end up using ever, and then spectral arrows, and then the rest, the overflow chest, and all the things that I don't actually care about, such as fire resistance potions, soul speed books, which we did actually put soul speed 3 on our boots, and string fire charges in case we ever want to make fireworks, and then ender pearls we do not care for in the slightest. But yeah, it's actually been really, really nice. I'm very happy with this farm. And now the moment you've all been waiting for. I'm going to empty these out, and we are actually going to do a 30-minute test. Now, I already did a 30-minute test, and unfortunately that 30-minute test didn't get audio recorded, so I couldn't show you the actual results, and also it wasn't fully efficient. So we are going to go ahead and boom. Oh, look at this. Watch this. This is fun. This is so satisfying. once it starts getting going, we can't clear it fast enough. It's phenomenal. But I'm going to go ahead and do a 30-minute test, and we'll go ahead and see what the results are. So I'm going to empty those out, and then we'll do a full 30-minute AFK session where I'm just swiping once every second. I'm actually going to use a hotkey for this, and I'll bring you guys back in a moment. Oh, wait, before I do. So as you can see, I do have my totem equipped, but in case you haven't noticed, it has disappeared. Also, the nether is a lot brighter. I've tried to make, some changes. I was looking back at the footage, and it wasn't actually giving me the results that I wanted. It was actually being very annoying and dark and gloomy, and these redstone components were very loud, which I actually switched out with a hopper clock. So you can see that it's actually not gonna get stuck. It's not gonna power itself fully and then break down for whatever reason. All right, man, you're very annoying. You need to stop. Okay, these guys shouldn't be angry at me anymore. But I've switched this. I actually moved these over, and that looks that looks really strange. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. But I've turned around. I've made villagers quieter. I made iron golems. No, I didn't make iron golems quieter. I made minecarts quieter. I've made a lot of things different, and that is from Vanilla Tweaks. The website vanillatweaks.net. You can create your own custom texture packs and stuff, and it's just quality of life things for the most part. I mean, I don't remember exactly what I put in here, but they are very, very useful, including a brighter nether, which hopefully comes out on the video very, very nicely, so you're able to see things nice and bright. But I'm going to work on emptying this out. I do not have my gold box. I'm missing my gold box. Where did I put my gold box? Here it is. There's my gold box. And I'll see you guys in 30 minutes. Oh, that's 30 minutes. Alrighty. Let's wait for this to finish shuffling all these items out. I don't think we can actually check and see how many items are in here. But let's just take a little gander, huh? I'm expecting at least this double chest filled and maybe some of this. Oh, yes. All right, let's just throw that in there. I was about to throw out the golden ingots. Don't care for the swords. Let's see how many ingots we got. Oh, wow. Well, this is actually inflated. I ended up crafting a lot of them because this farm is too quick. It actually, clogs up at the front, and I had to craft a bunch of them. So there's probably a good, I would say, 4 stacks that are not part of it specifically. But we got this one. We got, what do we have? Almost 8 stacks of gold ingots. Oh, another 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and a little bit. So we have 18 stacks of ingots plus these. This is still going. Oh, baby. All right, I'm going to craft them all up, and I will see you in 1 second. Alrighty, I have gone ahead and crafted all of the, well, I guess I can craft this one too. Now, every single... Alright, now every single nugget has been crafted into a chest, or, sorry, an ingot. And I've put all the ingot nuggets here. As you can see, we have quite a bit. We have 20 stacks and a tiny bit. And then we have all of this, so we can turn around and have a full inventory of gold nuggets and craft them all into blocks, which is, wow, this is a lot of blocks. 3 stacks of blocks and a tiny bit in 30 minutes. And we already have some gold that I've just been hoarding, essentially. And then the beauty of this is that we can take these blocks. I know I said majority of it won't, or a majority of it will go towards piglin trading, but also a lot of it won't. I'm going to wait until I have a full 6 stacks of gold. I actually turn this off because, well, nope. Music blocks. If you can hear it, it is actually very quiet. Ah, oh no, that's why it's quiet. It's because I had the music volume off. But it's actually very quiet in comparison now. Oh, so nice. But as you can see, this thing is a wonderful XP farm too. I've gone up, what was that, 13 levels since the last clip? No, 23 levels. 23 levels in the last clip just from 30 minutes of AFKing at level 250, which is crazy. It's a crazy amount. But I also built this redstone piglin bartering farm all by myself. I didn't use any tutorials for this. How wonderful is that, huh? I think it's crazy. I am going off of past knowledge when I've built these things in the past. Okay, yeah, these guys are going to get annoying. Okay, we'll just shut them off. But as you can see, this is a perpetual donating or dropper gold farm that triggers. You have to trigger it once and then it triggers infinitely until it runs out of gold. There shouldn't be any gold in here. Yes, there is not. Cool. And I'm not too happy about these chests on top. I just threw those in there as a, quick startup portion. But let me go through it. Let me explain how this works in case you're curious. So these guys get dropped gold right there onto this pressure plate from those droppers. When these droppers actually have gold on them, it triggers this right there, that repeater, which powers this block, turning this redstone torch off, depowering this repeater, causing this thing to be unpowered. And then when the piglin picks up the block, it repowers it. As you can see, it'll come back to this state, powering this dropper, dropping another piece of gold, and you get the loop that creates it. And it automatically shuts off after the the last gold ingot gets donated in or dropped in, as you want to call it. And then, yeah, it's a pretty good system. It only drops one at a time. I'm actually really happy that I figured this out without having to look at a tutorial. This part was the issue, to be honest, trying to figure out how to actually start this machine, just pulse it once, but I ended up getting it, and I don't honestly think it turned out too bad. Pretty happy about it. And then these hoppers down below go into droppers, and then these droppers get emptied. I'm pretty sure I initially got this from a design of Iskall85, his furnace array back when zero ticking was a thing in like 1.16, and I just remembered how to do it. So that's where these came from. I'm pretty sure it'll automatically empty the dropper into this spot. And as you can see, we have another slime block pusher. And I realized that slime blocks can't push across a gap, which I'm pretty happy about, because I was able to consolidate all of these into a singular portion or a singular tunnel, because that was my main concern. I was going to try and replicate that over there where you see these piston pushers. I was going to replicate it, and then I was like, it's a pretty big distance. I don't think it's going to work in the way that I want it to. So we ended up doing something like this. So these all get pushed into the singular drop chute. And then this is all on one clock. So these get pushed over, and it's the exact same little detection machine that I have right here. So it aligns them on this chest and then just pushes all the items over. What I don't want gets put into this fire and burned, and once these chests fill up here, I'll be pretty happy, because that means I have enough. I don't need these, but they are cool to have in case I ever want them. If I ever really, really, really want fire resistance potions, I just come over here and take them all, and I'll probably have a good, what is this, 7 double chests. And then water bottles, I'll probably end up trashing those eventually, which I don't need. The iron boots I don't care for. Iron nuggets don't care for. Fire charges in case we want to make fireworks once again. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this. As you can see, it is pretty full, and it's working its way over here. It's almost filled up. But what we really, really care about, is blackstone. I want all, that's why I have 4 of these designated, as well as gravel. This is going to be useful for concrete and whatnot. It's pretty much all it's useful for is just concrete and coarse dirt, I guess, if you really want to do that. And then crying obsidian, I don't particularly have a use for it. Obsidian's always good to have on hand. I might end up making a stack of ender chests just because I can. You know, why not? And then leather for item frames, nether bricks. Once again, we can make some nether brick and red nether brick once we get a nether wart farm going. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I think this project took me like 5-6 days alone. And I know you probably go, what about the mega base? Why aren't you working on the mega base? It's good to take some breaks every once in a while. Plus, I need to build a copper farm first. So the next couple episodes are going to be pretty farm based. I think the next thing we are going to do is a copper farm, or we could do a shulker farm. I think the copper farm is more important at the moment. But if you have any real strong opinions on that, let me know. Copper farm or shulker farm. I'm open to doing both. I think I've never done either. I haven't done a copper farm, nor have I done a shulker farm, but I do know where a zombie spawner is, and the shulkers, I don't think they'll be that hard to get back to the mega base. Just because in the end, if you remember, the end location where we have an end city is right next to the end portal. So all we got to do is build a railway, and plus now that we have unlimited gold, we don't have to worry about, powered rails or anything. That was a bottleneck for us. But yeah, I think it's about that time. I'm pretty sure this episode is very long at this point. So if you like what you saw, please consider subscribing and hitting that like button. And if you have any suggestions or you want to see me build a different farm besides a copper farm and a shulker farm, let me know. If you have, maybe you want to have something be done simpler and we build a flower farm. Who knows? I do think, though, you should check me out on Twitch if you want to see any of this stuff live, ask any questions, look at the design process. When am I going to build the nether hub? Things like that. I think it is pretty good, though. I will eventually maybe kill these endermen because we do have so many above the nether roof. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. So that's gonna do it for me. Now, have a good one, everyone.